have listened to herself.
Right.
So I believe that that's how you have to be in the life. I think every child should look after their parents' dream also
Right.
and encourage them because age is never a factor.
Yes, it is just a number.
Yeah,
So,
true.
to be very frank with you, housewives is a difficult profession.
Absolutely, it is.
Right. It,
Hard for more than 5 to 6 years. I have to because I think this is something that I'm passionate about since my.
Welcome to My Career, My Choice podcast, where every episode is a crash course of life. And today is the last episode of season 3. And my today's guest is an absolute gem because she represents what we intend to do. She is a real individual who is right now standing in the crossroad of taking a bold decision, a bold choice. She is Amanlia, and presently she is pursuing interior designing. Now, her heart beats for fashion designing. But you know what? She is already an established and talk of the town MC. Welcome to My Career, My Choice podcast.
Thank you for having me here.
Right. So it's a very interesting story, and you're a perfect example for My Career, My Choice because now you are standing in a junction where you have to take some bold choices, right? So I want to understand that when you decided to go for interior designing course, what was going inside your mind? Why you selected that particular program?
Ever since I was in school, I just realized that I'm not a studious person, but a creative person. You
Right.
give me in any sort of designing, be it interior or be it fashion, I'll be acing it because I have that thing that my heart beats for.
Right. And that's why you have enrolled for an interior designing course. Now your heart has stopped beating for cartons, colors, and everything, right? And it has started beating for fashions,
Yes.
right? So how this transformation happened?
I believe that everybody has a true calling and a
Right.
destiny which is waiting for them.
Right.
Like designing career is no doubt a very good, like opportunity for people who are creative. But somehow I just realized this is not what my heart beats for. I'm not passionate for. I always love getting ready or I'm always obsessed with good outfits. Then I realized I can be a great designer.
I can give you one compliment. After a long time, I've seen a beauty with intelligence.
Thank you so
Right.
much.
Because you are a person who is holding a show. You have done n numbers of shows since you were 16 years
16 years
16 years of age, and you have done shows for one of the biggest brand like Honda and other brands like MNC companies, big shot
Yes.
companies. So you have to hold all the audience. You have to get all the audience attention. So how you discovered this passion in you and started your journey as an MC?
Okay, so my family has a big role in that. Ever since I was a child, I was an introvert. I didn't used to talk to people. I used to shake if someone used to talk to me. And when I started my first few shows, I used to start trembling. My hands used to shake. Then I realized in this life, you either live or you either like die. So I was like, no, I have to do this.
No, I interact with many students who have a fear factor in their mind when it comes to public appearance, right? So just tell me your story when you have made your first public appearance, how it was going inside your mind,
Well,
what was
it
going
was
there?
a horrible feeling that I was
Right.
going through. I was
Right.
thinking, how should I stand? How should I talk?
Right.
What if I just stop out of nowhere? What if I get nervous? My hands, as I told you, that my hands were like shaking. But somehow, I think that it's life, and when you're learning something, you don't have to be perfect in it. You have to learn, and that's how you become better with it. So that's my journey.
So
about
what
being an
advice,
MC.
what single piece of advice you want to give to those who is sitting across our channel, right, following this particular podcast, and if they want to have a public appearance as a public speaker, what single advice you're going to give it to them? How they can overcome this fear factor?
First of all, you have to love yourself. You have to have immense amount of confidence in yourself. The whole world can be against you, but you have to be with yourself. That's how you can overcome the fear. And you have to know that I'm the best. That's how it is. You have to
I'm the
manifest.
best, like Shah Rukh
Yeah.
Khan.
Yeah,
I'm the
I'm the
best.
best.
Right.
Like in today's world, whatever you say, you become that. So just
Manifestation.
like that. Manifestation is the
Right.
key. So you have to just manifest that you are the best, and everything will be falling apart just nicely as how you thought to be.
Okay. So you presently you are a public figure because you have an Instagram followers, right?
Yes.
And when you go for some appearance in a show, people recognized you. How you feel about that particular people recognizing you, asking you something?
It feels very good because back at that time in my teenage, I was very underconfident, as I told you. But somehow coming out, like it was a battle that I fought in my head, and that also with myself. So coming out of that, I feel it's good only. You become
So
like strong.
what type of support you have got from your parents? Tell me something about your parents. What
They are
support-
very
yeah.
supportive. I
Right.
was very scared when I told them that I want to drop out interior, designing, because
Okay.
it was me who convinced them.
Right.
And after that, out of nowhere, I'm saying that I want to go for fashion designing, and I've completed almost 2 years in that course. And I thought their reaction is going to be very bad, but somehow they were very positive. They said, "Do what you love." Then only you can love what
So
you do.
you have already completed 2 years
Yes.
in interior designing. Only 1 year is left
Yes.
to complete your bachelor's degree.
Yes.
Over here, you're taking a bold decision,
Yes.
bold choice that no, I want to be a fashion designer,
Yes, absolutely.
right?
Yes.
So when you disclose these things with your family, they said go as you wish.
Yes, like my parents were like, explore the career till the time you think that this is for you, and then go for it. And I'm very grateful that I got parents like that.
And say for example, when you get into the fashion designing course, what is your future plan? What do you want to be? Because you manifest a lot. So where do you want to see yourself as a fashion designer?
Well, I'm always, no matter how many freelance work that I do, but deep down inside my heart, I always have that entrepreneurship, like passion for me. And I want to have my own home, like, like...
Own label,
Yeah,
own
like
label. Okay, and that's your future plan.
Yes.
Right. And whatever interior designing you have done, already you have crossed more than half the journey to become an interior designer. So don't you think that if you can complete this 1 year and then you can restart something in fashion designing or something, it's not a better choice?
Well, I'm still confused about it because be it interior, be it fashion, my heart beats for fashion or interior both, like since it has designing. But somehow I believe that something is waiting for me and I should go for it. So I'm still confused, but somehow deep down inside my heart, I know that I'm sure that this is for me. If I go there, I can ace it and I will
Now,
be
if
happy.
you ask me, being a career counselor, right, I can see your career journey as some of the decision has to be taken so that it can take a good shape in future. If you ask me, right, then my suggestion will be definitely if your heart beats for fashion, there is no doubt no one is going to stop you, go for it. But since you have done your undergraduation in interior designing for 2 years, only 1 year is left, right? So you should complete this interior designing course and then go for a master's degree in something different. You
Okay.
can add on, because fashion, to be very frank with you, any fashion designer, they have to establish their brand. They have to know how to sell their
Absolutely.
brand, right? Nobody is going to ask any fashion designer after 5 years of their exposure into the work world that what is your qualification.
Absolutely.
Nobody is going to ask
No
you,
one asks
right?
that.
So if inside you there is a fashion designer that resides, so that will be there. Nobody is going to snatch it, right? But to complete a formal course, right, the bachelor's degree, you are
Absolutely.
just 1 year apart to get a bachelor's degree, right?
Absolutely.
So my suggestion, if you ask me, if I'm in your position, I will take it a call of completing an interior designing course and then take a different shape, because at the end of the day, you will be considered as a bachelor degree student. You have already completed your undergraduate degree.
Absolutely.
That is something which will give an value addition in your career portfolio. And
Absolutely.
deep inside, if you're a fashion designer, nobody is going to snatch you.
Absolutely.
It will be there with you until you prove, you create your own brand,
Absolutely.
right?
That's true.
So that's one type of advice I want to share with you. Now, rest is your call. Now, I just want to discuss something else, like whether you want to be a fashion designer or interior designer, whether you want to be an entrepreneur creating your own label. Now, you are a successful MC in town, and during this season, you do 20 odd shows in a month, right? So this profile of yours, you've already established, already created.
Yes.
Right? Now, you want to continue this profile as well?
Of course, I have worked hard for more than 5 to 6 years. I have to. Because I think this is something that I'm passionate about since my, I won't say since my childhood, but from the time I have gained my confidence, I feel good doing that.
Okay, and what are the other factors which will put you into the MC role? Because you have to create your own identity, one single identity. In future, people wants to see you as an MC or a fashion designer. So if this two option comes to your mind, what will be the option that you will go for?
Well, it's a very tough question, and I'm passionate for both of them. I believe that it will be both of them. I will try to balance my life out, and I will. Life is too short to do one thing. If you're good at a lot of things, just try to balance and have time and work upon both of them.
No, I understand, but what will happen, say for example, as you mentioned, that you have a passion of creating your own label, own brand, right? So when you create your own label, own brand, it's not possible for you to do an MC freelancing job for might be a motor company, launching
I
of a
understand.
car, right? So there you are actually contradicting your identity.
Yes.
So I mean to say that if you have an ambition or a vision to see yourself creating a label as a fashion designer, then definitely you can do some of the MC shows related to fashion.
Absolutely.
There then you have to restrict yourself. You cannot pick all the shows and you cannot do. Then you are you are
Absolutely.
unable to create one brand label or your own identity into the fashion world. Then people will say, oh, she is a part-time MC and she's also a part-time fashion designer. So people will contradict your identity,
Absolutely.
right? So have you given any thought on that particular?
I think I will go for being an entrepreneur more than a freelancer.
Right.
Because I find that more stable
Right.
and a more better, career option.
Right. So, what your parents does? What is the job profile of your parents?
Well, my mom was a singer. She was into events.
Right.
But it's a very inspiring story.
Right.
And
Okay.
I have seen her after she left singing. She was just a housewife. But I told my mom, life is too short to be a housewife. It's
Right.
21st
And
century.
to be very frank with you, housewives is a difficult profession.
Absolutely, it is.
Right. It is a difficult
Absolutely.
profession because for a housewife, they have to be active 18 hours in a day. They only get the free time when they go for sleep.
Absolutely.
So it's a very
It is.
difficult, hard-working job, right?
Absolutely,
It's
it
not an
is.
easy, and it's not paid. It's
Absolutely.
unpaid, right?
It is paid with love.
It's paid with love, right? So, yes, share your mother's story.
Well,
Yeah.
I think my dad is independent, I am independent, and I think somewhere or the other, be it a woman, if you're a mother or a wife or a housewife, you can say, somewhere or the other, you just forget about your passion or your dreams. Because somewhere or the other, you just devote yourself to your family. And finally, I asked my mom one fine day over a coffee that what your heart still beats for. She says that I wish I could do something if I could go back to that time. And somewhere I inspired her, it's never too late. Age is just a number. What you just want to go for. And then she said fashion designing. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was me. I took her to INIFD and somewhat I did, I told her to do the admission and now she's doing the course.
Oh, excellent. So you have already got your co-founder for your business.
Yes.
Right? So you and your mom is going to
Yes.
co-found this. That's an inspiring story, right?
Yes. I think every child should look after their parents' dream also
Right.
and encourage them because age is never a factor.
Yes, it is just a number.
Yeah.
So tell me something about your father, what he is into.
Well, he's into real estate.
Okay.
So somewhere or the other, that's the reason I went for interior designing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I understood. So in the morning you're going to support your father with the real estate interior
Yes.
designing job. And as your heartbeat for fashion, you're already engaging your mother into
Yes.
that fashion business, right? She's learning the craft,
Yes.
right? So you are a born entrepreneur, I must say. Yeah, you've
I wish.
already done your homework before launching yourself. This is a very inspiring and very interesting story, right? So, what are the hobbies you have apart from this?
Well, I love singing, I
Okay.
love writing, or I love reading books. That's what I do.
Okay, and as we are in the world where social media is influencing us a lot, right? So how if you face any negative comment or something like that in your social media in any of your act, right? How you react with that? How you train your brain?
I simply delete that comment. It's not because I'm not ready to face the bad comments or something like that, but I
Any
believe that.
incidents has happened with you?
Yeah, of course. People out of nowhere, if you don't respond to some people, they become very aggressive and they start abusing you out of nowhere.
Okay.
And when you know that you didn't even do anything to that person, you don't even know that person. But somehow, I have learned one thing, that this is a whole world. Like, there are a lot of people. You cannot expect everyone to love you. If you're doing something good, expect to have haters. So I'm built that way only.
So
I take it
for
in a
me
very
also
positive
doing
way.
this podcast, because this is a new profession, new job role, I'm doing it, right? I'm also facing that kind of crisis situation. So I'm an old school student. So what I normally do, I switch on the Kishore Kumar song like "Kuch to log kahenge, logo ka kaam hai कहना," and then I forget it and I continue my journey.
That's
right?
how you should be, like, in your life.
Right. So we are just coming to the end of this podcast, right? Now, tell me one interesting fact which you want to share to my audience that people will know you better.
Well, I believe that I am always a girl who never thought about what she will do. She always followed what her heart says. And somewhere or the other, I end up in a happy situation, be it good or bad. And I have never blamed for my actions to anyone, because it was me who have listened to herself.
Right.
So I believe that that's how you have to be in the life.
See, I've written a book called My Career, My Choice, and over there I've written one word, right? A sentence you can say that destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice.
Absolutely.
It's a matter of choice. Destiny doesn't happen by chance, right?
It's a choice.
You have to choose it. So my salute to you, because you are making some bold choices in your life.
Thank you so
and
much.
I think that whatever choices you are making, future is going to respond. Present will listen, but future will respond. So present, if you get depressed, don't get disheartened, because wait for the future. The results will come out in
Absolutely.
future. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
being
very
my
much.
guest. Thank you very much.
It was a lovely experience.
Thank you.